Like many of you, I spend a lot of time at home, so I tend to eat the same old thing day after day. That's why HelloFresh is perfect. HelloFresh offers so many recipes to choose from each week to help you switch things up, and spoiler alert, they're delicious. There's something for everyone, including low-calorie, vegetarian, and family-friendly recipes every week, with fresh, high-quality ingredients. 90% of which come from local growers to ensure the freshest recipes. HelloFresh offers contactless delivery to your doorstep for easy home cooking, cutting out stressful meal planning and grocery store trips. That's how you know HelloFresh has continued to giving back, taking the extra steps to keep its employees and customers safe. I'm a skeptic when it comes to meal kit services, the claims that they have variety, but HelloFresh is the real deal. There are 21 very different, very delicious meal options, so I won't ever get bored. I love the Parmesan crusted chicken and the apricot glazed grilled chicken with goat cheese, zucchini, and grilled asparagus. There are 15-minute meal kits if you're in a hurry or if you want to treat yourself. There are delicious, time-tested classics from the culinary collection. Go to HelloFresh.com/80Ghost and use code 80Ghost to get a total of $80 off across 5 boxes, including free shipping on your first box. Again, that's HelloFresh.com/80Ghost and use code 80Ghost to get a total of $80 off across 5 boxes, including free shipping on your first box.
One large pizza, extra crime. I'm Rebecca Lieb.
I'm Jason Horton.
And this is Ghost Town.
Noid hates hot quality pizza. He loves to make your hot pizza ice cold. Call Domino's Pizza and avoid the Noid. We keep the cold out and all this quality in. So when you want quality pizza hot and delicious, Domino's Pizza delivers. One call does it all.
On January 30th, 1989, Kenneth Lamar Noid, 22, walked into a Domino's pizzeria in Chamblee, Georgia, and he interpreted the Domino's ad featuring the Noid as a personal attack on him.
Oh my God.
And he was, in his mind, in an ongoing dispute with Domino's head, Tom Monahan, and Kenneth Noid, took 2 hostages and had a 5-hour standoff with the police.
Oh my God.
So this episode is brought to us by Amy Duncan.
Amazing. Amy, what a gift.
And we mentioned that, hey, if you want to not only, people have pitched a lot of stuff, and we've definitely used some of it, and we have a running list, but she also was like, I'll do the research on it. My least favorite thing, you enjoy.
I very much enjoy the research part of this.
So I really appreciated it. Of course, I went and watched some videos and got a little familiar, but I want to thank Amy for doing this and suggesting it. And this is right in the 80s.
Ugh, I hope you were drinking a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew as you were doing research for this, because that's what this warrants.
That's what.
Deep dive.
And got Domino's Pizza, you got the late 80s. The Noid was, I remember the commercials, and it was short-lived. And we're going to find out some of the reasons why. So there's levels to this.
There's so many levels. So many things have to align for this episode to take place and live in the world, and I can't wait.
And we're going to do some shout-outs for Amy. She has some things she likes. She wants to mention some charitable things, so we're going to be mentioning them.
Okay, that'd be bad if they were, like, bad things.
No. They're good things.
Thank you, Amy.
So the Noid was the mascot for Domino's Pizza in the 80s. It appeared in animated commercials. It was made by Will Vinton Studios, who specialized in clay animation, stop motion.
Oh, it's coming back
It's
to
in
me.
the world. California Raisins.
Back to me.
Yeah.
Totally.
You know, he's got big ears, and the Noid ruins pizza. You don't want your pizza cold or the cheese. You know, it's annoying, and the Noid does that.
The annoying Noid, he's the reverse Santa Claus of pizza consumption, and it's not fun. You do not want it.
And if you need a reminder, he was a small kind of a person with a red jumpsuit with a black N and a white circle with like long ears, but he still kind of looked like he was wearing a costume, like a strange cosplay.
It was only that era of that like 80s and 90s where you can be like weirdly anthropomorphic, but like not a human, but also a human, but like wear a jacket on top of it and also speak English.
I thought one of the California Raisins was hot, so that was
Which one?
Greg?
Greg.
But it was in that world of humanifying.
Human. It's like that uncanny valley, the concept of like, you know, when a robot is like too human where it seems weird or like not human enough where it's in this world. And that was where a lot of the stuff, it's like creepy claymation shit.
Yeah. So if you like a creepy claymation that leads to some pretty dark stuff.
I do.
So if you're wondering, yes, we're in the month now.
We're here.
We're in October. Promise this will be dark and we'll have a lot of dark stuff.
Yeah. This is probably the least dark one. I can already tell. Unless
I would say it's
I
probably one of the least dark ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he would just be annoying. If you smash the pizza, make it cold,
awful.
Ruin the delivery.
How dare you?
Just those things that, pizza delivery still like food delivery now is so refined. I delivered pizza for years, so I kind of understood some of this. And there, when it came to food delivery, it was pizza mostly.
Yeah.
Chinese food?
Pretty much, yeah. I can't even imagine.
Maybe not. I mean, I where I came from, it was just like, it was pretty much pizza or nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't really order anything else.
I can't even recall. Now the possibilities are endless, but back then, that's all. In fact, I don't even think we had much more beyond those things to begin with, delivery or not, where I grew up.
He was basically the physical manifestation of anything that can go wrong with your pizza, and doing this was his life's work. The voice of the Noid was actor Pons Maar, best known as the lead wheeler in the movie Return to Oz.
I love Return to Oz, and I know that voice.
Crazed laughter and rambling made the character weird, and Domino's had their guaranteed 30 minutes or less delivery advertised to avoid the Noid.
Amazing. Also, did you ever get your time it out to make sure, because everyone wants that free pizza? You do not. The catch-22 is you may get a free pizza, but it will be later than you want to eat that pizza.
Yeah, and we're going to find that 30 minutes or less promise is problematic, as you could imagine.
Yeah.
So the Noid was hugely popular. Merchandise, comic books, toys. CBS was in the works creating a whole television show based on the Noid. It was canceled due to a backlash from groups claiming it was a ploy to advertise towards children.
What? TV advertising products to children?
Merchandising cartoons?
Whoa, what?
But I guess it is kind of interesting that it's a cartoon based on pizza.
I think that's fucking cool. I would watch something. California Raisins was that too. Wasn't that also a show?
Yeah, but raisins are
wholesome. Good. This is an annoying, weird dog man who's got the voice of Return to Oz and is trying to spoil your pizza experience. Okay.
There were 2 video games, a PC game called Avoid the Noid,
oh my
and
God,
the now cult classic Nintendo game, which I've never heard of, Yo, Noid. So it has a little bit of flavor right there.
I love everything about this, and we're not even to the end yet.
And just like most of our episodes, the good times did not last.
No, it wasn't just all Noid all the time. That Noid skipping the line at the VIP, room. I'm a clubber. Noid just shelling out cash, the women, the drugs, the sex. The Noid had it all until now.
And in 1989, it was really, 86 to 89, going strong. Very unfortunate. Kenneth Lamar Noid was a 22-year-old man who suffered from schizophrenia and believed the Noid character was created as a personal insult to him by Domino's head, Tom Moynihan, who was telling people to avoid the Noid. And, listen, it's obvious that it is unfortunate, but
it is.
But he has such a specific last name, and this character is so specific because you really kind of have to explain, like, avoid the Noid. It doesn't make sense right away. So I really understand.
Yeah, like if you were Kenneth Noid's friend sitting next to him in a recliner in '86, and you saw that commercial, of course you'd make fun of him. His name is Noid. That thing is the Noid. It is just really unfortunate, and I was laughing, but like it's just really unfortunate. This guy has some issues that have come out because of this insane coincidence, but it is so funny that he has a personal vendetta against the CEO of Domino's.
And he had believed that Monahan had been coming into his apartment to, quote, look around.
What?
Yeah,
that is very creepy, though. If you're going to come into my apartment, here's something you guys should know, everyone listening. Don't just look around. You better take something and leave.
Yeah.
But do not linger doing nothing.
Because you're probably pretty self-conscious. Like, you came in just to see what's up and
look around.
And because then you wonder, like, did you not like it?
Yeah. Why didn't you take some shit?
Yeah.
You didn't think it was good enough to take, or were you not there in the market for some shit, but you're making you think you want some shit?
So you're like, shopping? Like many of you, I spend a lot of time at home, so I tend to eat the same old thing day after day. That's why HelloFresh is perfect. HelloFresh offers so many recipes to choose from each week to help you switch things up, and spoiler alert, they're delicious. There's something for everyone, including low-calorie, vegetarian, and family-friendly recipes every week, with fresh, high-quality ingredients, 90% of which come from local growers to ensure the freshest recipes. HelloFresh offers contactless delivery to your doorstep for easy home cooking, cutting out stressful meal planning and grocery store trips. That's how you know HelloFresh has continued to giving back, taking the extra steps to keep its employees and customers safe. I'm a skeptic when it comes to meal kit services, the claims that they have variety, but HelloFresh is the real deal. There are 21 very different, very delicious meal options, so I won't ever get bored. I love the Parmesan crusted chicken and the apricot glazed grilled chicken with goat cheese, zucchini, and grilled asparagus. There are 15-minute meal kits if you're in a hurry or if you want to treat yourself. There are delicious, time-tested classics from the culinary collection. Go to HelloFresh.com/80Ghost and use code 80Ghost to get a total of $80 off across 5 boxes, including free shipping on your first box. Again, that's HelloFresh.com/80Ghost and use code 80Ghost to get a total of $80 off across 5 boxes, including free shipping on your first box. Like window shopping?
Please leave my home.
Yeah. It's like window shopping for a burglar.
It's not good.
I like to think that if not for the unfortunate connection with the last names, nothing may happen. But it seems like Kenneth, had issues that may have manifested in one way or another.
This is a perfect unfortunate storm.
So on January 30th, 1989, Kenneth Noid entered a Domino's in Chamblee, Georgia, with a .357 Magnum and held 2 employees hostage for over 5 hours. He ordered the staff to call Domino's headquarters in Ann Arbor, Michigan, to tell them his demands were $100,000 and a white limousine. I knew it. I knew there's no way you were going to let that go.
Oh my God, so help me if you give me a black limousine. If you drive that $100,000 from Michigan here to Georgia in a black limousine, these people will die.
I mean, even a white town car? No, thank you.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, thank you.
I am not fucking around.
He did not, because he fired a warning shot into the floor to show that he was serious.
You don't hear a lot of warning shots in the floor.
Usually it's up in the...
Pew, pew. Yeah.
Probably better at the floor because the ceiling things fall down.
But it might ricochet, so it's less of a warning shot. I don't know.
Thank you for the forensic trajectories.
Blood spatters, right?
Yep.
Kyle grazing.
When police arrived, Kenneth made a compromise. He would exchange one hostage.
Oh, he's gonna. Just so you know, this Kenneth Noid is here to compromise.
I want to think about how much money I could give you to not comment on what I say next. I don't think I don't think you would just lose the money. Try. I want you to try. When police arrived, Kenneth made a compromise. He would exchange one hostage for a copy of the science fiction novel, The Widow's Son.
Cannot stop the podcast. Stop the podcast.
People are already stopping it. It's like, around the world, people are stopping the podcast.
No, I'm good. I'm here.
Keep in mind, Rebecca has just worked like a 14-hour day.
I don't know where I am.
And she kept pushing the time we were supposed to do this. So she had worked a full day. She just had a birthday.
I'm here to make art now.
And we just had a bunch of ice cream cake.
We did. We ate our weight in ice cream cake and nuggets.
Yes. So you have to excuse Rebecca.
We're in the best the best place possible.
You know, she's a year older, not a year wiser.
Hotter, though.
Yeah, well, that doesn't translate here, though.
Maybe it does. I don't know. White limousine right now.
And what is the widow's son about? It is an all-powerful super elite who control the world. He changed his mind about the trade after police agreed to grant his request, so he kind of reneged on it.
They're just like, he wants a book.
I was going to say, hopefully you won't be laughing at this, but I don't know if this is going to be...
I'm not laughing again at all for the rest of the podcast. I will make you a promise.
Kenneth Noid decided he was hungry and made the two staff cook 2 large pizzas with everything on them.
I couldn't. Don't make me do that. Don't make me not laugh at that.
While he was eating, he finally let his guard down, and the employees escaped after being held for 6 hours.
Did he fire 2 warning shots back on the more on the ground-ish area?
And Noid finally surrendered to police. He was charged with kidnapping, aggravated assault, extortion, possession of a firearm during the crime. He wasn't found guilty at his official court hearing on February 17th due to, obviously, insanity. No one was hurt.
That's great.
So that's why I allowed for the...
I am running on very little sleep. Yeah. I do think that there is some interesting, like coincidental things at play. Glad no one was hurt. I would feel very bad if people were hurt. I'll say that. But I'll also say... no one found him guilty of having good taste in sci-fi or limousines.
The white limousine really got you.
It really did. That's also, if I were ever holding anyone at gunpoint at a pizza place, that would be the first thing. I'd be like, all right, I get it. He called Domino's headquarters. But then, okay, second thing. The second thing I would do, be like, all right, call Domino's headquarters. Great, you're on that. Great. You make me 2 piping hot large pizzas. Yes. I need my strength.
He's like, and I'll have 3 toppings.
Oh, and I want them all on all the pizza. Don't make me split it up. Don't make me choose between sides of pizza.
So that's really all he got out of it was, I don't know how many pieces he got deep, but he maybe got almost a full pie. I mean, I can eat a full Domino's pizza.
I mean, that's not that hard. They're not that big.
Yeah. I can do it with my eyes closed, which is weird. Huh?
Just feeding you on some kind of Domino's conveyor belt.
It seemed to be at odds with Domino's, but he wasn't protesting it.
No.
He was more than happy to eat the pizza. So it wasn't necessarily the pizza itself. It was Tom Moynihan.
I would even say he's a fan of. It's almost like Pizza Hut Domino's, seduced him into doing this. Like he was a fan, and that's why it hurt so bad.
Police Chief Reed Miller, commenting on Noid's past criminal record for the press, either in a straightforward comment, an inappropriate joke, said he's paranoid.
Oh,
it's like, dude, come on.
I should have made that earlier.
Yeah, but. It's okay for you to do it.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a law enforcement
You're not a law enforcement person. That's your job to be, objective and deliver information. And probably in 1989, I guarantee you, the priority on mental health,
low.
It was very, very low. At least from my memory of 1989. Even now, you talk to people, and it's just you get shamed for talking about
like therapy.
Pull up your bootstraps and stuff. So I kind of I definitely feel for him, but. That was, 1989. That's what you got.
Yeah.
And the media kind of ran with it. Obviously, it was just, it's basically like a slam dunk, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's the problem and, part of why it's so strange.
Even our own LA Times wrote, pizza workers can't avoid Noid. Held hostage 5 hours. With the possible intent of the police chief's comment and the reports, it can be argued they made Kenneth Noid's delusions a reality to some degree. Because, if you're paranoid, you actively are feeling like things are against you and there's some kind of campaign.
Yeah.
And then you have things in the news. You can't blame him for now. It's not really.
Think if the world thinks you're a joke, you go walk around the world, you're paranoid, you think you're always being made fun of, then you turn on the television to a commercial with a character that is unappealing, who sabotages people, who has your last name and everyone hates. It makes total sense to me.
And unfortunately, Kenneth Lamar Noid committed suicide in 1995, so it's tough. But, from what I'm at least gathering from this, and even what I saw in addition to this, it didn't really seem like there was any other similar issues between 1989 and 1985, so...
It wasn't this specific issue that... It was accumulation.
There was no other instances of taking people hostage or anything violent or aggressive. But really, that wasn't necessarily the nail in the coffin of the Noid. A year later,
the commercial still ran after this.
Yeah, there was negative publicity. That is
the 80s.
I find is actually worse. And looking back, when we talk about 30 minutes or less, which is a very popular thing, 30 minutes or less, you don't really do that anymore.
No.
But there was a lot of negative publicity surrounding the hostage situation and Domino's 30 minutes or less guarantee, because there was a reckless driving and vehicular manslaughter.
Oh my God,
case,
I remember that.
That's what I remember.
I totally remember that.
And that was, the pressure, and me being somebody who used to deliver pizza, and I'm sure, that's, people delivering food all the time, and yes, more sophisticated now with the GPS and
the
iPhones. Pizza tracker and all of that, but there's still in fact, I remember when I'm a pretty modest driver. I don't really drive fast, but I remember when I would deliver pizza, I'd be in PDM mode. My friend would say pizza delivery mode.
Whoa,
and I would drive
and
why?
Why?
It's so stupid. It's not worth it. You're putting yourself in danger and other people in danger just to make sure, because I'm sure it's like, hey, you deliver the pizza in 31 minutes. We had to give them a free one. It's really and you can't.
Also, what is the cost of another free one versus someone's life? Oh my God. It's the least important thing to have in 30 minutes or less. If you're really going to get out there and speed, is it going to be for a pizza that maybe costs a corporation $2 to make tops? Plus maybe a second on that if it's too long? It's insane.
And the Noid did come back intermittently. I remember seeing it on Family Guy in an episode. And I was like, oh yeah, the Noid.
Oh my God,
a lot of referential humor, but they came back various times in short term. Just the culture of, I think, food delivery and pizza delivery has changed, and I think you only find a lot of that 30 minutes or less, and the like in culturally, like in a movie or TV show or a reference or... Yeah,
we're kind of out of the woods of strange marketing ploys like that. We don't need that. I mean, again, the pizza tracker I think is the closest thing we have to that, or making fun of the pizza tracker, or the theme, romance novel theme of the pizza tracker, but we don't have... I mean, imagine a marketing team in a major corporation being like, here's what we want to promote. We're going to have this character who is really unappealing, who fucks with pizza.
Yeah.
Be our mascot? It's insane.
I mean, Halloween's coming up. That would be a really great Halloween costume.
Ooh, that's right.
Maybe I'll do it for my OnlyFans. I don't know.